right now. Bernie's cat, who just wrote in on Twitter and accused me of giving Ben Shapiro a pass. How the F was that a pass? How was that a pass? How was delusional? No, most deranged crap on Twitter. Seriously, I don't understand. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What the hell do I need to do?
I wasn't going to originally tape this video about Ben Shapiro because I don't want to ever feel like I'm swaying an audience to feel the way I want them to feel. But at the end of the day, too, I do believe in the inconvenient truth. And if I believe in that, then I have to give the audience, of course, the benefit of the doubt that they'll make their own decisions and come to their own feelings and understanding, right? And we're not here to agree with each other 100%, but you need to know what evoked this kind of feeling out of Ana Kasparian. Ana Kasparian is very triggered by Ben Shapiro and his actions, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. His statements, really. So we're going to talk about it. And I mean, when I tell you, I was like, yo, I'm not sure if I really want to go there and all that. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I said, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and let's do it. So we're going to do it. You know, we're going to do it. And I'm looking for it right now. And here it is.
As an American Jew, how can you continue to condone the actions of the Israeli government, condoned by the U.S. government, in the Gaza Strip, where over 40,000 people have died, including Palestinians and Israelis, and large numbers of children and civilians? How can you continue to condone those actions?
Okay, hold on.
So before he makes his statement, remember what, and I hate this world where I have to always make these points. As a black woman, as a Haitian woman, as an American Jew, but that was an American Jew who said that to him, right? So nobody's a monolith, right? There's no monoliths here. So that's the question, and that's coming from a Jewish person.
I want to correct you. I don't just condone the actions of the Israeli Defense Forces and the Israeli government. I celebrate and laud them. I'm not morally apathetic about what's happening.
Ben Shapiro's.
You're absolutely morally apathetic about what's happening. That number 40,000, that's not the real number. And it's been a year, and this person's telling you that they celebrate it, right? So now I'm going to tell you, like, that's disgusting. There's no way. I don't care. Everybody, oh, but if it was you, I wouldn't. Hold up. I've been, look, okay? Let's keep it real. Wait a minute. So in America, right, if a family gets, unfortunately, God, please, I don't even want, like ended by black people, should I die too? Should I be killed too? I have nothing to do with this, right? And that is elementary level of how to look at this, right? Very elementary. It's been a year. And by the way, it's a year of your money going into this and our soldiers. And what is he celebrating? He's not out there. Our soldiers, see, it evokes that kind of feeling in you.
Spoke at UCLA yesterday and, as you just saw, literally cheered on Israel's genocide in Gaza. And I don't use that word lightly. I say it because I mean it, and I want to show you why I believe that that's what's going on in Gaza. Now, after saying that he lauded the IDF's actions, he then went on to claim that they've taken extensive measures to prevent civilian deaths despite over 42,000 Palestinians that have been killed in the Gaza Strip alone. Take a look.
Hamas could end this war today by surrendering. They've chosen not to surrender. Instead, they spent billions of dollars building.
No, you ended their leaders, okay? The people who were doing the compromising with you. Y'all ended them, right? And then when they ask for, what is a temporary ceasefire? I'm going to cease to drop bombs on you. And then I'm going to start up again in six weeks? wow. You know, I'm sorry. If you don't like that, you're a bad person, right? So I'm a bad guy because I think that people shouldn't have temporary ceasing of bombs being dropped on them.
Terror tunnels below civilian areas. It is not incumbent on the Israeli government to surrender just because terrorists are evil enough to hide behind civilians. The Israeli government has gone through such extraordinary efforts not to kill civilians that it has managed the best civilian to terrorist kill ratio in the history of urban warfare. And
it's an absolute lie. And what even makes me more angry is the people clapping in the background. You don't get it. I've been screaming this from October 7th when it happened. I said, we are going to war for Israel. We are. This channel is not a war channel. And maybe I need to get that war channel back up and running because we have troops that are in Israel. Okay, why are American troops? So for the person who says, well, they both just need to just blow each other up and get over. No, man, bro, you are involved. So then don't tell me you're America first if you can't understand so much that our troops are so involved. I have to be careful, right? But why? Because we have war channels on YouTube, so I'm not saying anything wrong, right? When our hurricane happened in Tennessee National Guard was in the Middle East. Why? When does it stop? When can we say it needs to stop? I'm not too comfortable either with, I don't know, my tax dollars paying for this kind of atrocity that's going upon the world right now in 2024. This guy says he celebrates it. This is it's psychotic.
It is not close. Israel, with their complete air superiority, certainly would have had the ability to commit full-scale human atrocities had they wanted to.
They think you're dumb, bro. Nobody's dropping a nuke in Gaza. And then the blast radius is going to go, to Israelis? Like, nobody's stupid. Come on, man, stop. And why are people clap? Why do conservatives clap for this? How America first is this? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm turning it to Ana Kasparian. By the way, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell.
They have complete air superiority. They could have used F-35s and simply turned the place into a parking lot. They did not, in fact, do that. They moved vast scales of population. In fact, believe it or not, there have been more births in the Gaza Strip since the beginning of this war than there have been deaths in the Gaza Strip from the war itself. That is a very poor way to conduct a genocide. Israel is being more meticulous in the conduct of this war than any army in human history, and certainly than the United States Army in its vast role in the history of urban combat. That is uncontested.
This is the guy that is the, listen, I'm going to keep it. I'm trying not to like all the way go there, but like, yo, this is the guy that is the face of the conservative party, as far as the cultural aspect part of it, right? As far as like the communications or whatever. Ben Shapiro is when you think of conservatism, people think Ben Shapiro, okay? Because before all this, that's who I thought. I knew who Ben Shapiro was, right? When I was a so-called leftist. I'm not any of this stuff anymore. I don't want these names. I'm sorry. This is freaking me out the way because I didn't watch this whole thing. You're getting my raw reaction. This guy says, and TYT does a good job of going and debunking everything that he says. You guys can watch the original episode for the full debunking, right? But this guy says that Israel's army is more than American army. He made sure to use that comparison. When I tell you, right, he made sure to use that comparison, okay? And it's funny. We would never have went to Iraq if it wasn't because of the Israel lobby. So all of this criticism of our behavior, because that's what, when people say that, that's what they're comparing, because we did kill millions of Iraqis. We killed Christian civilization. Of course, I don't care what religion the people were, but ancient Christian civilization slaughtered. When people tell you that the Christian civilization in the Middle East has declined, it's because of our bombs, just so you know, right? Because these are the type of things that they use to get you, right? Okay. Anywho, we did it for Israel. Okay. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, what, that 3, 4, 5 times? Why are American troops in Syria? Why are we still in Syria? Oh, man. And then he uses that comparison after everything. After these boys, our soldiers died for Israel. And that's how he talks. It's a lot. Okay. Because it's a lot.
In that statement, I'm going to say that he is misinformed about what the reality is. Now, just quickly going through the numbers in Gaza, and it is difficult to get updated numbers because so many people have been slaughtered there, including journalists. But the exact death toll numbers to the kill ratios are nearly impossible to figure out at the moment or gauge because of the utter destruction of Gaza's medical system and infrastructure overall. There are also bodies still buried under the rubble, so those individuals haven't even been counted in the death toll. But there's no doubt that Israel has taken out thousands of civilians. The United Nations says most of Gaza's 42,000 people who have been killed are women and children. A September analysis from Oxfam, for instance, found that more women and children have been killed in Gaza by the Israeli military over the past year than the equivalent period of any other conflict over the past 2 decades.
So she goes on, she's giving the very conservative amount of figures. But if you look at the Lancet, the numbers are actually a lot more, the Lancet is a serious medical journal, publication, and they've given, the numbers are a lot higher, okay? But I'm not going to go there, right? So then Ana Kasparian, this is a 19-minute video, or clip rather. They break everything down meticulously. They talk about his behavior. They break it down, but they're very professional in the way they speak. But it's never enough for people. So that's where this rant came from with this, Bernie's cat.
Tell me right now.
Yeah, no, look.
No, people are deranged. You are deranged.
Sorry.
You're deranged. How the hell did I give Ben Shapiro a pass? I was the one who chose to do that story. We did that story. And I don't know how much more aggressive we could be in condemning him in that story. Deranged. I don't know what else you want from me. Jesus Christ. I can't take it anymore. Go ahead, Cenk. Sorry.
I don't want to keep pausing this because Twitter has this thing when I keep pausing the video, it won't reboot and play. And I want you to see the whole thing, but please also pay attention to Cenk because he's looking like, damn, man, I can't get it to shut up. But I feel her rage because you already mad trying to keep it chill to at least get the numbers out and report this thing in a professional manner. But you realize what you're talking about. Then somebody tells you that you're the bad guy because you didn't curse enough. It's extraordinary.
He did a story about, ostensibly, I don't know, maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know what they are. Writes in and saying, you just saw our story on Ben Shapiro. You thought that we were too light on Ben Shapiro, that Ana was too light on Ben Shapiro? You get checked into a hospital, man.
I was too easy on him because I didn't flat out say he was lying. Okay, he's lying. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know if he's lying or if he's completely shielded from the reality because he's in a different bubble than you. Do you not understand that? Do you think he's sitting around watching news reports of children having their limbs blown off? Do you think that's what he's watching? Or do you think he lives in his own?
And she's nicer than me because I think that is what he's watching. Sorry, I'm just gonna come out and say it. Ben Shapiro, first of all, I don't know if y'all remember the beginning of this. I have the sickest gallows humor. I'm not laughing about what's going on. When everything happened and they were talking about the babies and all that, and Ben Shapiro put this picture of, I don't know what this thing was, and he was like, here's the picture, and people were like, oh my God. The reaction was crazy. I had said from the rip, I was like, somebody take the phone from Ben Shapiro. If people got mad at me, they called me anti-Semitic. I said, take the phone away from him, man. He needs a moment. Because, I was like, yo, this guy's, obviously, right? The thing had just happened. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, he shouldn't be online. This is a lot. Like, he needs to be with his family and soak a lot of this in and just, okay? And then just, come on. And then how has he been since Candace Owens got fired? I mean, this guy, now everybody's tiptoeing around him. Candace said it, right? So me personally, I do think that he's watching the videos. I just think he doesn't care. Because if you could sit there and say that even with those fake numbers that she gave, and it's not her fault, right? That there's any kind of morality going on in there. You're absolutely insane. You love it. I have the allegedly, in my opinion, think that you love it.
A little bubble where everyone around him and all the news that he's consuming indicates that the IDF is the most moral army in the world. So that's the issue, that I didn't say he was lying. Okay, fine, he's lying. Do you feel better? I can't take this crap anymore, seriously. I can't take it anymore.
If you think,
Unbelievable.
and sometimes I get called Zionist on social media and stuff. If you think we're not sufficiently tough on Israel,
I'm sorry. He threw it. And sometimes I get called Zion. He's like, I got something to say too. I'm sorry. I don't know why this is hilarious because he doesn't know what to do. And there's more. The last 10 seconds, there's still more.
you've lost your mind and you don't realize.
Watch something else. Watch anything else.
Okay, go watch Ben Shapiro. Maybe you'll like that kind of deranged. If you like.
I'm sorry because I think when she screamed out, watch something else, I think it went through his mind like, damn, she telling people to watch something else. Like, come on, man. Like, we not really, you know what I mean? The numbers is not doing that good right now. I don't think we need to take it this far. Listen, I feel her though. I do. Although Bernie's cat, like, are we serious right now? The person's name is Bernie's cat. Really? So, like, like, a quick way to tell whether or not Ben Shapiro's lying is his mouth moving at TYT Live, right? And so that must have been Ana Kasparian giving Ben Shapiro a pass and saying he is not informed about Gaza. Oh, it's way bigger with the F. I'm sorry. Oh, that's what triggered all this. God forgive me. I'm not laughing at this situation, man. I'm just like, it's a good thing. At least Cenk didn't lie. OMG, I used to be a TYT member. Oh my God, what a mess. That's a shame. What happened to Anna? She rightfully called out Tulsi Gabbard's grift, but when it comes to Ben Shapiro, she's being generous and stating that he's misinformed about Gaza. Here's a clip for context. Hilarious. So she must have gave him a little pass or something. I'm not even mad at Bernie. Like, Anna, and I guess Anna is like giving him that pass on a strength of like, oh, well, I don't want to go too far on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you allegedly, I'm not giving that pass. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.